Welcome back, TCSTV viewers. It's Chris Nichols here again from the Camera Store, and welcome to my backyard, which used to be all weeds. Now it's all dirt, and hopefully by the time this video actually airs, it'll be done. I doubt it. And we are here because I'm on vacation. I'm supposed to be working on my deck, but of course Fuji very rudely decided to send us a pre-production X-T2. So yes, we've decided to work on our days off and give you guys a little rundown on the brand new X-T2, what it's going to offer. Now, much like my dirt-filled backyard, this camera is just not ready yet. You know, we can imagine how glorious this yard will be. We can pretend that we're playing on the deck, which isn't built yet. And it's the same here with the X-T2. It looks like it's done, but it's not. This is pre-production. I can't show you guys photos or videos, but let's talk about the four major changes. Whoopsie. First off, we've got the sensor, 24 megapixels that gets the Fuji into the same competitive resolution as the other cameras out there. We'll also be talking about a new upgraded autofocusing system, better EVF, which was always the big thing on the X-T1, and then some general handling changes as well. Now, from a handling aspect, there are some nice changes. The X-T2 has an enlarged grip. Now, Jordan tried it out. He says it's an improvement, but he still feels it's a bit small. For my hands, though, it's a great improvement. It feels really, really solid. I always felt with the X-T1, I was going to lose the thing. I also love this. We've got push-button locks on the dials now. Way better than having to hold the button down and awkwardly turn the dial at the same time. This is a fantastic option. A lot of the new doors have latches on them. That's nice, and everything's still weather sealed. 2 SD card slot, both UHS 2, unlike the X Pro 2. So that's a nice speed increase as well. Now at the screen, it now does flip out, and it does also go into this three-way direction here, so I guess you could do vertical shooting with your hands over like this. They haven't improved the resolution, so the X Pro 2 is still going to have a nicer screen, and as nice it is to have this rotation, not everybody likes to put their hand over like this when they're shooting vertically. I mean, if you like to go under like this, it's not going to do you any good. And because they're enhancing the video features on this camera, it really would have deserved a full rotating LCD screen. Too bad that they missed out on that. Now, autofocus on this camera is a big improvement. They've changed it quite a bit. Now, they say they've got a new autofocusing system. You can select up to 325 autofocusing points yourself. Of course, an updated phase detection system as well. This does do the dual system there. Now, what they've really changed as well is profiles that you can set up. You can really control tracking sensitivity, acceleration, deceleration, how tenaciously it follows your subjects. You can set all that up, and it's got a very cute graphic interface to do all that. Overall, too, Fuji's told us that the X-T2 is just going to have a better tracking system overall. They're definitely trying to make this their best AF camera, set it up for sports and journalism even more so than the X-T1. Is that going to leave the X Pro 2 in the dust? Are they going to make some updates there? Hard to say right now. Now, the other thing I want to say is autofocusing is part of it, but also how you compose your image. The new EVF has been improved. Same resolution, which was always good, but it's now twice as bright, and they've now allowed it to go up to 100 frames per second as a quick, high-performance mode. The only thing is you actually have to turn that on. It's not on by default. It'd be nice to have that on all the time and then turn it off for battery savings. Also, in lower light situations, you might find it gets grainy, but overall, it's a great improvement to follow the action, track your subjects, and then get the autofocusing where you need it to be. There's a few things that I didn't like about the early Fuji cameras. Now, one of them was that when you touch the shutter to focus or track something, the resolution of your EVF would go down and get really slow and jittery. I didn't like that. They fixed that here on this camera. You don't have any of that anymore. The other thing that I really like that they've taken from the X Pro 2, we've got our autofocus joystick, way better than using the control pad. That was one of the big complaints on the X-T1, so it's nice to see that that's changed. They've also got a brand new battery grip coming out for this camera, and unlike other manufacturers where the grip generally just gives you a larger feel, more buttons, and an extra battery slot, the Fuji grip's going to unlock some features for you, but it does mean you might want to spend the money to get them. Now, 8 frames per second continuous is going to go up to 11 frames per second with the grip. You're now going to get a headphone jack on there. If you're a video user, you're going to like that as well. There's an AC port as well so that you can run the camera off wall power, and when you actually power the camera off, the AC power plug will then charge the batteries inside the system, so that's nice too. The other big change now, you're going to get longer 4K recording time. So, you know, when we played with the X Pro 2, we were pleasantly surprised by the video features, and this is because historically, Fuji's basically ignored video, and then up to that point, they're on the camera. Although they haven't come close to perfecting the system there, they were making big changes and really striving to make video a better part of their system. And now the X-T2 is carrying that on, and we're very happy about that. 4K recording, of course, but the big one is they've added F-log or FLOG, however you want to say it, but basically a log profile that you can can grade heavily. You're also going to have a clean HDMI out, 422 to external recorders. I mean, these are all good changes, and the camera is now focusing much better with its improved contrast and phase detection system. So these are all big pluses. Headphone jack on the grip. I think videographers might want to take a look at this camera. Now, the only problem with video and photo is we can't test it yet, but right now, as you're watching this video, we are actually shooting a more in-depth roundup on this camera, putting it through its paces. So stay tuned, watch that, it's coming soon. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little sneak peek. Please do come and finish my yard for me, otherwise I have to do it by myself. You know that Jordan detests physical labor. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little quick look at the X-T2, but we got some more big news here. We have a winner for our Fuji S5 Pro giveaway contest. It's not you there at home, unless your name is Sean and you live in Orlando, Florida. So congratulations, Sean. We're gonna get a hold of you. We're gonna send out the camera to you right away. Now, if you guys have any comments about the X-T2, tweet us, check out our Instagram feeds, talk to us, comment, whatever you wanna do, subscribe, put it in YouTube below. Thank you guys so much. We will see you soon.